Oh my gosh, I'm planning. Ah, what do I do? Oh, so all the gurus, they tell us we've got to plan and plan and plan. But if you're a procrastinator like me, do they really think that planning is the way to get us to focus? I think not. So what do we do instead? Well, let me tell you, my friend, if you watch my video on anxiety, you know that I'm big on naming it. We've got to name the type of procrastinator that we are. And let me tell you, it's going to change from one instance to the next. But I'm pretty sure you can resonate with one, if not more than one of them. So we're going to talk about the 4 different types of procrastinators in this video. And I am so excited, like totally jazzed about it because I came up with really fun names. I know it sounds a little cheesy, but I hope you enjoy it as much as me. Before we get there, let me remind you that for a limited time only, I have a free course, especially if you're a teacher or a parent, to help your children really understand what procrastination is in order for them to overcome it. The link is below. Okay, we're gonna talk about it later, but for now, we're gonna dive right into the 4 types of procrastinators. The first one is the calendar lover. And the calendar lover is exactly what the name says. They love their calendars. So much so that if you give them a task, they're going to write it down in their calendar right away. And once they do that, you'll give them another task. They'll keep on adding to their calendar over and over until it is so full that it becomes overwhelming. But you know what? When it comes time to work on their assignment, they get right on it. They might even start. And then they realize, oops, didn't plan for the fact that it's going to go over time, but I have no time to move things around. And then it starts to become overwhelming, and then things start to fall apart. And then sometimes they either don't do it, or they just leave it to the last minute, or they spend so much time trying to move things around that it's just frustrating overall. So that's the calendar lover. The next one is the pretend focuser. That's me. I am a pretend focuser. And the reason I feel that way is because I'm the kind of person that will make a list of all of the parts of that big task that I have to complete. And can you guess the kind of list I might make? You guessed it. It's from biggest tasks, like the big chunks that I have to do, to the very, very small chunks. And now guess again. Where do I start? The smallest possible tasks, absolutely. And the reason I start there is because it gives me a sense of accomplishment, like I've done something big. But in reality, I've barely even touched the surface of the task, right? So when I complete it, I'm like, oh yeah, I've got all this work done. But then I realize, oh, oops, there's a big chunk that I'm not done. And then I get overwhelmed and anxious, and then I don't know. Sometimes I just hold off until the very last minute. Some people don't even get it done. So that, my friend, is a pretend focuser. We pretend that we're focusing for, a certain amount of time. The next one, number 3, is the scenic router. And this is my favorite one ever. I'm sometimes like this, but not always. So let's say I've been given a big assignment. It's due in 2 weeks. Now, in order to get this assignment done, I do need to do other things, So let's go with, I might need to eat, right? So I've got to prepare some food. So I'm going to take some time to prepare the food. And wait, before I prepare the food, I'm going to be parched. So I need to get something to drink as well. Now, should I get water or should I get juice? Maybe some coffee. I think coffee is a great idea because I might have to stay awake. Wait, I don't have any coffee. I think I need to go to the store to get some coffee. And if I'm going to go to the store, I have no clean clothes. So I've got to do some laundry. But wait again. Instead of doing laundry, I might as well just clean the house because, what is the point of having clean clothes and then dirtying it? I might as well just use my dirty clothes, clean the house, and then do laundry. Then I'll have clean clothes to go and do the rest of my tasks. So by the end, it's just too late, right? And a lot of the times that's because I'm trying to You've got it. Avoid the task, right? So that's your scenic router. The fourth one is the couldn't care lesser. And it's exactly what it sounds like. Give them a task and they just don't care. It might be too boring, too overwhelming, or they just don't understand what the point of it is. And I've been there, especially when I was in school. I remember this one course in math, trigonometry. Like, I was like, why do I need to do this? Why do I need to even learn about this task? Right? So, trigonometry, my friend, gets it every time. Some people love that though. And if you do, no offense there. But for some people, it's just, I don't care, right? So that's the couldn't care lesser. Now, you might resonate with 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of them. And for different tasks, you might pick one of them. And actually, I actually am encouraging you, when you are avoiding a task, to really think about which category do you fall into. And the reason I'm asking you to do that is because my hope is that when you once you start to pick the type of procrastinator you are, and you're aware of what it is that you're doing to avoid the task, you'll start to be able to not see it you'll start to see it all of the time, and you won't be able to avoid it. And because you're seeing this over and over again, you'll start to feel a little guilty and start to actually get some work done. But don't worry, we're going to actually gain more momentum in the free course I told you about. It's in the link below. We're going to talk about how do we overcome some mind blocks, and how do we bring the excitement back into even the most mundane tasks and start implementing and working on our tasks. Okay? Even though this is designed specifically for intermediate or high school students, you are more than welcome to use it as a guide for yourself as well if you're an adult. So please do check out the link below. Again, it's only for a limited time. And if planning is your jazz, I have the High Achievers Roadmap for you. That's also in the link below. Get started on planning, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, because you have so many gifts, I would love for you to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Thank you so much. Take care. And I forgot to even introduce myself. Sorry. My name is Charlotte from Colorful Teaching for You. Take care. Bye.